Hey, don't click off of this video. It could change your life. Happy Strength Sunday, everybody. My name is Megan, and I am a senior interpersonal communication studies major here at JMU, and I'm from Bristol, Virginia. And today I'm going to be sharing with you my Clifton Strengths Journey. About 6 months ago, my coworkers were talking about the Clifton Strengths Assessment, and I had overheard them talking about it and kind of developed some sort of mental note about what my strengths would be. I was thinking they might be empathy, compassion, communication, and I wanted to take the test to see if those matched up to what I had in my head. Well, I took the Clifton Strengths Assessment and none of them matched up. My top 3 Clifton Strengths are 1, positivity, 2, woo, and 3, activator. So what do all 3 of those mean? 1, positivity. I like seeing the positive in situations. I bring energy and enthusiasm into the space and lift other people up. 2, woo. This one's my favorite. Woo stands for winning others over. I basically like winning other people over to like me or to be my friend. I like translating people from strangers into friends in my world. 3, activator. Activator means I take my ideas, my thoughts, my desires, my hopes, and I make them reality. I get stuff done. And as I was reflecting on those 3 strengths, I realized how much I actually used those in my everyday life. Just a couple days ago, I was emailing one of my Spanish professors a late assignment, and I wanted him to take the late grade. So at the bottom, I put, "You're a great professor, I've learned a lot from your class already, and I really enjoy being in it." Which one of my 3 strengths does that sound like? Woo, that is correct, it is woo. Now, just because I'm using woo doesn't necessarily mean that my communication or my words to him were disingenuous or inauthentic. It just means that I'm using my strength, woo, to get what I want and to also praise others and make them feel good too. I'm using my strength to my advantage. These past couple of months have been pretty difficult for a lot of us. I'm sure it's been pretty difficult for you too. But my number 1 strength has prevailed over these past couple of months: positivity. And sometimes it's hard for me every day to see the positive in things. Sometimes I get so down in the dumps about the world and I can't see the energy and the enthusiasm that I usually bring. But then I started talking to my friends more, and I started hearing their hardships and their struggles. And I automatically started saying, "You should see the positive in this. Look at glass half full, not glass half empty." And I realized that my strength as positivity doesn't always mean that I look at things from the positive view, but that I'm encouraging others to see things from the positive side as well. So there are multiple sides of strengths. But what about the strengths that are at the bottom of the list? The ones that you need a bit of work on. For me, that might be discipline and planning. Sometimes you can use those things to your advantage. For me, I think of times when my friends and I go out and we have a day of spontaneity and adventure. That feels a lot better to me than planning to a T what's going to go on. We can connect more with one another, be in the present moment with one another. Use that to my advantage. However, other times, like academics, planning for a really big event, I want to be more disciplined and I want to be better at planning. For those things, I surround myself with people who excel at that. One of my really good friends is a great planner and has amazing discipline, and I've picked up some tips and tricks from her just from hanging out with her. Also, explicitly ask people around you, "How do I get better at this? How are you so good at that? Can you give me some tips and tricks on how to improve?" Surround yourself with those people who you admire and who you want to learn from. So, you've taken the Clifton Strengths Assessment, you know your strengths. What do you do with this information now? Well, I believe that in tough times and when you're going through hardships and challenges, the strengths that shine through then, the ones that prevail the most then, are the ones that are the most integral to you and your character. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go through a big struggle or challenge to see which strengths you have. That just means branch out a little, challenge yourself, step outside of your comfort zone. That's the moment that you're going to be finding how your strengths are tested. What strengths are the ones that prevail and which are the ones that are shining through? Which are the ones that represent you? Thanks for joining me. See y'all next Sunday.